everyone, welcome back to Two Brothers Gaming Podcast. I'm here with Rylan.
How's it going, everyone?
All right, guys, let's go ahead. There's a lot of Tears of the Kingdom topics in this today because it came out less than a week ago. Here's my copy of it.
Yeah.
It's a great
I
game.
wish I had it.
Yeah, it's fun. If you don't have it yet, definitely recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into the Tears of the Kingdom ratings so far.
Yeah. So I just searched up the ratings, like online stuff. I didn't get it off of any website. But out of 5, it showed it was a 4.4 out of 5, which is really good.
Yeah. Yes, I thought you was talking about 4.4 out of 10. I was like, that kind
Yeah.
of sucks. That don't
Yeah.
sound right, but out of 5,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. So my my rating was off of Metacritic, and it was a 96 with 97 critic reviews, with 95 of the 97 being positive and 2 being mixed and 0 negative. And it's Metacritic must play, and the user score on Metacritic is 8.8. I left it a 10 out of 10 on Metacritic when I rated it because it's so much fun. They took Breath of the Wild, which I absolutely loved, and they made it better, in my opinion.
They added a whole bunch more stuff and all that.
Yeah, you watched me stream it, so you've seen
I watched you play. It seems fun. You can put together vehicles and stuff. Yeah. And you can like forge weapons together and all that.
It's awesome.
Amazing. I can't wait to play it. I really can't.
Yeah, it's awesome. I wish you could play it.
Me too.
I wish everybody could play it because it's just so good. Like, I never thought that they would make Breath of the Wild better, but this game they did. They took Breath of the Wild, same engine and everything. They just added onto it what Breath of the Wild was missing, and it's just so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. I can just tell by you playing it.
Yeah, and it's just the puzzles and stuff. A lot of them you just do it your way. It's not one specific way. Like your imagination, just do whatever you want. Just put together whatever contraption you can build with the the abilities that you have. It's really cool how they did it.
Yeah, this kid at my school. He's in my crafts class. He has the Switch version of like the Tears of the Kingdom Switch version, like the Switch.
I want to get that.
And then he was playing Tears of the Kingdom. I was like, I was talking to him and stuff, so I can't wait to get in crap.
Yeah, I wanted to get that Switch, but I'll get it eventually. I didn't get to get it at launch, but
yeah,
it's really fun. All right, so like I said at the beginning, a lot of Tears of the Kingdom topics here, so let's go ahead and go to Tears of the Kingdom sales for just the UK.
It says here that Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is the second biggest Nintendo launch in UK history. This new Switch game, it soars, and it is the biggest week for a Zelda game in UK charts history.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like you said, it's only been out 6 days at the time of recording, so it's not even been out a full week yet. And it's already breaking records.
I know. It's breaking records that games that have been made years ago have just like gotten. It's just crazy.
Yeah. And yours was what, after a week, you said, or less than a week? How many days was yours for?
What do you mean?
Like, what's yours say? Does it say how many days that it took to get to the second biggest?
No, it doesn't say anything.
It
just says it's the second biggest title.
Okay. Well, mine is just after 2 days, so just Sunday after it released. It was already the 8th biggest Zelda game of all time in the UK. And it was already, just in 2 days, it already outsold Skyward Sword all time in the UK, Wind Waker, and A Link Between Worlds. And that's just physical copies. That's not digital copies. Because Nintendo doesn't release their digital copies until later. So this is just physical copies in 2 days.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's been, like you said, 6 days, so I'm sure it's outsold a ton of other Zelda games.
Yeah, and then probably right now it's getting closer to that top spot.
Yep.
Because people right now are probably buying the game.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
just as time goes on, it's going to get more and more sold. So
yeah,
that's crazy. Just in 2 days, it's already the 8th biggest Zelda game of all time. It's probably way up higher. Probably, I'd say, at least third by now, if not higher.
yeah, it's crazy. That's really insane.
It's hard to believe that a game can sell that fast.
Yeah, I know. The last game that I remember like selling like that is one of the older like Call of Duties or something.
Yeah.
Like it's like Black Ops 2.
Like
It had one of the biggest like release
when they were
dates and
good,
stuff.
when Call of Duties were good.
Yeah, when games like Call of Duty were actually good.
Yeah.
Now it's all confusing.
It is. The menu on that game is just so
ridiculous.
confusing. Like, there's no sense in making it so hard to play a game.
They have all the cosmetics and stuff. Yeah, you could buy like cameras and stuff in like the older Call of Duties, but it wasn't like skins and all. It's dumb.
Right. Now I want to take a second to congratulate Nintendo because there's been so many games. The latest example is Redfall releasing in, a complete buggy mess. Nintendo released Tears of the Kingdom, and it's playable.
Yeah, it's a playable game. Doesn't have any glitches, at least that we haven't found.
Or not any game breaking glitches or anything. There's always going to be a bug here and there, but it's not game breaking that you can't play the game, you can't enjoy the game. That's Nintendo. That's how they are, though. They care about their games. They care about their
they actually take time to find some glitches and stuff before they release the game, instead of just how Redfall did. There's a whole bunch of it's
awful. Like, a bunch of games have released like that. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet released in buggy states. They're still in buggy state messes. Cyberpunk 2077 was one of the big examples. The Grand Theft Auto trilogy, it was a big mess when it first came out. Just people were rushing these games out, and Nintendo delayed Tears of the Kingdom just so they could release it in a good state, in a good finished state for everybody. So good for them to release it. You can actually play it. It's a rare thing for a game to release and you can actually play it and enjoy it for some reason on the first day. It's sad to say, but that's how it is.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of sad to say.
Yeah, it is.
That's how you know some game companies just don't give a crap about their games.
Right? They
just want to make them, and that's it. They
just want to make them and make that money, get them out as soon as they can, so they can make money, and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll fix it in a patch later."
We'll fix it later.
Right. That's not how it should be. That's like back in the day, you couldn't do that because there was no online updates or anything. If you released it on a disc, that's the finished product right there. You better make sure it works.
You had to make sure. But now there's digital copies. They started doing that when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 launched.
Right.
Which also at the time, people really didn't buy digital copies. They still bought discs.
Right. I still buy physical copies.
Exactly. I still do too. The only games I've bought on digital copy is like PC games.
Right. Yeah. But, it's just sad that people they got to rush them out to make that money, but it'd look better on them if they would just release it how it's supposed to be in a finished product. But moving on to the next topic. Going ahead and continuing with the sales, the Xbox Series consoles, so the X and S, reached 2 million sold in the UK.
Yeah, I don't really have much information or anything, but 2 million's pretty good number.
It's been, 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years, which the PS5 hasn't sold more, though.
Right.
It's sold more.
Yeah.
That's still 2 million sold out of consoles.
Yeah. Yeah, so it says the Xbox Series S and X hit 2 million sales in the UK 12 weeks faster than the Nintendo Switch did. And that really surprised me because the Switch, it sold fast.
Yeah.
But the Series S and X sold even faster than the Nintendo Switch.
That's probably why you can't find them on the shelves.
Right. And it says
People are still just buying.
they're just buying them. And it says that it's the 8th fastest selling home console in UK history.
Wow.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
I know.
It says
Crazy.
the console achieved the feat in 128 weeks and has generated 696 million euros. So convert that over to US dollars, and it's a lot more because their money's worth more than ours. But
Yeah.
but that's still just 696 million, even US dollars, is a lot.
I know.
So yeah, good for Xbox and Microsoft. They they upped Sony on that at least.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to some more sales. Tears of the Kingdom sales for France.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has become May 17th, so yesterday, the fastest selling Nintendo game of all consoles in France.
That's pretty impressive.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's like we said, it's only 6 days old.
It's not even a week old yet, and it's like
Smashing
top
records
in, like,
completely,
every
like not even
I know.
close.
It's ridiculous.
A lot of games never even get to these numbers their entire lifespan, and this game's doing it
know.
less than a week old. That's crazy. It's hard to
Dude,
think
I don't
about
wanna know
how
when it's
crazy
gonna
that
be like
is.
in a year.
That's what people were saying. Oh, it's not going to outsell Breath of the Wild. I think it will.
Oh no, it will. How it's doing right now, it hasn't even been out for a week.
Yeah,
It's going to.
I think it will.
Yeah.
And it may not completely blow it out of the water, but it will outsell it. At least
It's
by a
gonna
couple million
outsell it.
copies
Because more people have Switches now
Right.
and stuff.
than when Breath of the
Instead
Wild
of-
came out.
Yeah, because people didn't really, like, some people didn't even buy.
Right, because it was a launch title. Like it came out with the Switch, so
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't have it. But a lot of people bought it afterwards. But still, it's just going to outsell. I think Tears of the Kingdom it's going to. Because some people bought Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. Like I bought it on the Wii U and I bought it on the Switch, but I mainly played it on the Wii U for the longest time. And this game is just releasing on the Switch, so that's the only way people can play it.
It's not going on with the Wii U or any of that. It's just exclusively to the Switch.
Right. Exactly. So it's going to sell more because a lot of people, I mean, there are not a ton of Wii U's out there, but a lot of people still bought it for the Wii U and didn't buy it for the Switch because they didn't have a Switch yet. They already had a Wii U. So that's me. I had a Wii U. I didn't have a Switch, so I bought it for the Wii U.
Instead of spending $200 for a game and a console, just buy the game
Right.
and play it.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, so it says here, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom nears 500,000 physical sales in France, and it says it reportedly topped the launch of FIFA 23, which was last year's best-selling game for the entire year, and it's already topped that in less than a week.
That's insane.
500,000 just in France, just physical copies in 6 days.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah, it is. And it says the Switch exclusive sequel was released on last Friday, and sold almost 500,000 physical copies during the launch weekend, according to La Figaro. It's somebody in France, obviously. It says, by way of comparison, FIFA 23, the best-selling video game last year in France, with 1.7 million units, sold 420,000 copies physically across PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch during its launch weekend. So that's between PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the Switch. That's 5 consoles.
5 consoles. And
And this Tears of the Kingdom is just on the Switch. And it's
singular
already
game
outsold that game.
That's insane.
I don't think people realize how mind-blowing and impressive that is.
Jesus.
That's crazy. I know we keep saying it, but it is. It's just insane how fast it's selling. And I'm happy it is. I'm happy a lot of people are getting this game and being able to experience it, because it's just once in a lifetime game. There's no other game like it. I mean, Breath of the Wild is similar, but there's so much stuff different than Breath of the Wild. It's just nothing we have.
Yeah, true.
So, all right, moving on to our last topic. It's not a sales one this time. It's our favorite game on the Switch.
Personally, my favorite game is probably Breath of the Wild, or like any of the like older games that you could play on the Switch. But since I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, it's probably Breath of the Wild,
right?
Because it's just an amazing game in general. It brought just a whole new way of Zelda gaming and stuff with the graphics and all that.
Yeah.
It was just, for its time and how Nintendo did, the graphics are
First
amazing.
Open world Zelda game.
Yeah, it was the first open world Zelda game where you could actually like
just do whatever you want.
No loading screens really or any of that. It's just open.
Yeah.
It was just an amazing game.
It's impressive. I'm surprised you didn't pick Mario 35. You played a ton of that on my Switch.
I did. That was my second.
They took it away. I wish they wouldn't. It was fun.
It was really fun. You could play the original Mario.
Yeah, against other people.
But I know, it was fun.
Yeah.
I remember when me and you were playing at Momo's.
Yeah.
We did pretty good.
We did. We was doing pretty good. So my favorite game on the Switch is also Breath of the Wild, but I say that just because I haven't played a whole lot of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely going to be Tears of the Kingdom, just in a couple more days of me playing. But like I said, I've only got to play it 2 days because I've been working. So right,
you streamed that.
I streamed twice. I've streamed twice, and that's the only times I've played it. So I haven't, with work, like I said, I haven't got to play it more. So the more I play, and it's already right there below Breath of the Wild, and I've played it 2 days. So I'm sure if I play it at least 1 or 2 more days, it's going to go ahead and top it off, because you guys don't understand how much of a great game this is. If you haven't even watched anything on it, which I'm sure if you're any type of gaming fan, you have, but if you haven't for some reason, at least watch videos on it, watch the trailers, something, because it is amazing.
Yeah, watch the trailers and stuff. It's amazing. Seen the gameplay of it, watched you play it.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Right. I'm going to try to stream it this weekend if you want to watch some more of it. But
yeah. Well, I'm going camping
okay.
Saturday.
It's all good. But if you guys that are listening live, you can watch me stream it sometime this weekend if you want.
Yeah.
But that's all the topics and all the time we got. So we appreciate you guys for listening or watching live if you are. And make sure to follow us on Instagram. And make sure to follow me and Rylan on our personal Twitch accounts, Kick accounts, and subscribe to us on YouTube. They're always in the link in the description of all of our episodes. And Rylan, do you have anything else?
No, really don't have anything else to say. Just follow our socials, all that. Right. That's really it. That's all I have.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week.